Hi, welcome to Maven Mail Media. I'm so glad that you're here. First bit of housekeeping, if you came from my relaunch and you know me personally, thank you so much for engaging in my content. Go ahead and give us a follow while you're here. Connect with us online so that you can continue to see what I'm up to. I really appreciate you supporting me in this endeavor. If you don't know who I am, hi, my name's Sherry. I run Maven Mail Media. We are a small marketing agency in Northwest Arkansas, and today is relaunch day. I have been planning just like a new fresh phase and a 2025 relaunch for my business for the past couple of months, and so today is that day. So whenever you're seeing this, you can hop over to the channel, follow us on social media, and you will see the beautiful purpley pastels that I went with. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the business and give you some backstory along the way. Hopefully I was smart enough to put the cards in so you kind of know where you're at. I will do my best to be streamlined and speak in small sections so that I don't take forever. We'll see if I can hold myself to that. Maven Mail Media traditionally does digital marketing through website, email, or social media. That is my bread and butter. I have been doing content creation since 2008. It is one of my favorite things to do. I've been working in social media for over 15 years. So Maven Mail Media has three primary offerings. The first one is the audit. This is specifically for someone who has a small business that they have been going for a while and maybe the content's not really getting them where they want it to be. They're struggling to make a cohesive strategy for the content, and you need help figuring out what's going wrong, figuring out what to do differently, and a few tips on how to do that. The audit is a 3-month offering that we do that is a commitment to work together, the two of us, to make sure we can understand your business enough to give you a general framework and some guardrails and send you back off into the world, hopefully to have better success with your content. The second offering we have is a consultation. This is also a 3-month commitment, but this one is more like us having a one-on-one school together where you teach me about your business and I teach you about marketing. This one has a lot more custom options as far as what we will give you in content calendars and templates, in specifically creating this like avatar for your ideal client and working on how to tell your story in a way that the client, whether they're buying a product, whether they're saying yes to a service, whatever that is, that we are answering the questions they're going to have along the way, and we are offering them the solution to the problem that your business answers. The third thing that we do is full service marketing. This is where I am your marketing department for your small business. And so that is a hands-off approach. Once we get to know each other and we start rolling and have gone through all the questionnaires and gone through a couple of months of testing out what kind of content works for your clients, we are rocking and rolling where I make the content, you approve it, and I publish it. That's it. It's really simple and straightforward. We can dive as deep or as little as you want into your analytics, into your goals, into specifically where you want to go. We can talk about just like the top overview of your number one option. We can get in the nitty gritty. It depends. This is a 6-month minimum commitment. It's really just so that we can really get involved in your business. I want to be the marketing department for your business, and that takes a little bit of time. That is my favorite option just because I love walking alongside clients long term. I love getting to be the voice of their marketing and take their dream and their vision and their passion and turn it into a like consumable, consistent story that we can share online. That is my favorite thing to do every day. So those are the three main things that Maven Mail Media does. We do that primarily through social media, email, and website. There are obviously lots of different ways to do marketing, traditional, digital, there's lots of options. I primarily stick in the digital marketing. That is where my expertise is. If you want to branch outside of that, we can absolutely talk about that. But my primary minimum directive for a full service marketing management is going to be that you have at least a 3-page website, that we're doing at least a monthly email, and that we have consistent content going out every day that your business is open. And we can talk more about how much you want that to be. But that leads me into my tip that I want you to take away from this. No matter what you're doing, whether you're just watching me or just finding me online to get tips, whether you need an audit, whether you want full content, wherever you're at, consistency is the number one thing when it comes to social media. The algorithm only cares about keeping people on the platform, and they specifically will promote channels that are regularly posting. If you're not posting regularly, it doesn't matter how often you're posting. If you're not posting regularly, the algorithm has no incentive to promote you, because say someone comes on and they find you and they really like your content and they get on the next day and you're not there, and they get on a few days later and you're still not there, and then you're there 5 days later, the algorithm says, no, we can't guarantee that. We want the people to stay on the platform, whatever platform it is. So that is why consistency is the number one thing, which is why even if we do something really beautiful and simple, it's going to have a difference on your business because the consistency is going to get you in front of more people, which is the very first barrier for you to grow your business and continue the revenue streams that you have in place. So if you're still here, I'll tell you just a little bit about me. My name is Sherry. As I have said, I have one son who is 9. I have been married for 17 years, and I have lived in Fayetteville almost my entire life. I spent a couple of years in Central Arkansas right after I got married, but of my 30 plus years, I have been here almost 30 of them. So I'm very excited to continue to just be a part of this community. I love getting to support other local people who are trying to fight big business by being a little fish in a big pond. It is a hard thing to do, and my favorite thing, like you'll notice, especially if you go look at my content, you can scroll back and see the inconsistencies that were happening here on my channel and in my content in the months and years before when I was a baby business. I don't like talking about myself. I am getting better at it. I love talking about you. That makes me great for you and great for other businesses. It makes it hard for me to continue to have my own consistency and be a presence for just the general conversation of marketing because it changes so frequently. So that's kind of like the teeny tiny bio of Sherry. In my private time, I am a fantasy reader. I am very active in the community. I love coffee. I like doing crafting things. I have a small garden and a couple of chickens. I think that was kind of the pandemic thing. Like everybody walked away with a couple of different options. Sometimes it was sourdough. For me, it was chickens. And that is my life. We love living here in Northwest Arkansas. It is where I grew up. It is my home. And the more small businesses that I can help champion in this growing demographic that we have, the better. So I would love to hear about your business. Please comment below and tell me about your small business. I would love to follow you on social media and champion you, even if we're just internet friends. That is kind of the world that I live in, of like multiplication. Like we're gonna magnify each other. Even if we don't work on it with each other one-on-one, you'll see if you go and sign up for my email list, which is where you're gonna go next. If you've seen me kind of like do a couple of different things here on the screen, I would love to be friends with you, and that's either us connecting on social or you signing up for the email. I love talking about this industry, and I love talking about what can happen when we use social media for good. There's so much unnecessary stuff on the internet, but talking about your business and your passion and your livelihood is always okay. So that's me. Welcome to Maven Mail Media. I'm really glad you're here. Please go check out the website, sign up for the email if you would like to. I only send you one a month, so it is not a lot, and it's not a terribly long email. It is targeted specific things that I think are really important behind the scenes, whether you are a small business or just someone who's curious about marketing. So thank you so much for visiting the channel, and I hope to see you again soon.